Come on. Having trouble with the old reception thing here. I got a kind of chaos going on here. You guys know how much I love an adventure, though. Hey there, peeps. I am en route to Kentucky on the first legit fishing adventure of the season. And not just a regular fishing adventure where, you know, I drive someplace and try and catch fish, although that is actually pretty much what this is all about. But I'm actually fishing a tournament on a lake that I've never been on, in a kayak that has not yet seen the water, that I had to rig up in my garage over the winter. So the margin for fine-tuning, if something needs tweaked, is very, very small once I launch. And on top of that, I've been hustling since last night to try and get everything ready. I'm running like 3 hours late, so it's not a matter of if I forgot something, it's a matter of what is it that I forgot and when am I gonna realize it. But I'm sporting the Lucky Mustache, so I'm hoping that everything is gonna work out fine. And by the end of the day tomorrow, you guys will be looking at some fish pictures and not pictures of a sunset. But I have like 6 hours of driving left to do. I need to get back on the road. I'll report in later. Stay tuned. Okay, so I have everything brought in that needs to come in. Still need to get out some of the electronics and sort of organize stuff. I was hoping to get here early enough today that I could get a chance to go down and take a look at the water, like up close, maybe do a little bluegill fishing, check out, see if I could see any shad jumping. None of that happened just because I'm here so late. It would also be nice if I had a chance to get out and maybe do a little mingling at the lodge with some of the other people that are here and see if anybody has any reports who's been on the water. But I got to get something to eat, so I'm going to make something to eat. I know Spencer's on the way, so hopefully when he gets here, I'll get a chance to powwow with him for a little bit. And then based on what he has to say, sort of refine where I want to start tomorrow. I do have a few different spots sort of picked out off the map that I had that were based on the different water conditions. So I'm guessing we're going to be closer to the main channel, to the main lake is where we're going to have to go. But I'll wait and I'll see what he has to say. So for now, I'm just going to make something to eat, have a beer, wait for Spencer.
Where's my foot warmer? I haven't seen them blow up like that.
Good morning, peeps. Okay, so let's see. Friday morning report here. Things that I've now realized that I forgot. Tabasco sauce. That's a bad one. Ziploc bags, no big deal. Cutting board, kind of a big deal. Bump board, my measuring device. That's seriously a big deal to not have right now. So we're gonna get that all worked out. Spencer and I getting ready to get out on the water and do some pre-fishing here today. Reports from yesterday, the fishing lately has been abysmal, terrible. A bunch of guys went out yesterday and I think like a grand total of 3 fish across the board for everybody. So, that's the way it goes. Spencer and I are going to put our heads together and see if we can't put something together. Oh, also, reports of like 5 to 6 foot rollers out on the main lake, which is probably where we're going to have to get close to. So Hey, look, everybody, it's Spencer over there in a trolling motor in his kayak.
I'm on Easy Street.
I'm gonna get a tow. I'll report in later.
Yeah,
see you guys.
right.
Okay, so here's the status. So I've been watching the lake levels here. 3 weeks ago, the lake was like 12 foot over normal pool. So water everywhere. Normally, when the water comes up, especially in the spring, that can push fish up into the shallow coves. So I had some hope that we'd be able to find fish shallow in the coves because it's more protected from the wind. It's just better, it's easier to fish with kayaks. But since then, the lake has steadily come down. And it's down now to just like a foot over normal pool. So it's just about normal. And it's down almost 2 foot just in the last day and a half. So dropping water has a tendency to take those fish and push them back out towards the main channel. So there is some process of elimination, and fortunately for me, Spencer's been here a couple of days sort of paddling around and checking things out, and he did check out the shallows and the coves, and he's had really no luck there. So kind of as I suspected, but it's good so we don't have to waste any time today dealing with the shallows. We can focus on the main secondary river mouth and some ledges off close to the main channel, as close as we can get, even though it's probably going to be a struggle to fish that main channel just because it's been windy and it sets up big rollers and whitecaps out here on the main lake. So we're out early today, we're ahead of the wind, we're dealing with it a little bit here, but we expect it to get much worse. So that's it now. So we don't have to deal with the shallows. All we're going to do is focus on some of these prime looking structure areas out towards the main lake and see if we can look for any fish, find some active fish, and try and put together a pattern. Game plan in full effect. The fishing wasn't spectacular. By not spectacular, I mean that I was really hoping to slime up the kayak with its first fish on its first outing, and that didn't happen. The wind was kind of a struggle, and the anchoring was a bigger struggle, so I'm not sure how I'm going to sort that out tonight, but not going to be deterred. Just going to try to work on the things that I had issues with today, and try and have a better game plan for tomorrow. That's all I got right now. I have a battery situation as well, so I need to tend to things, and I'll see you just here in a second after I've done a whole bunch of stuff. Are we working? Oh man, I don't know what it is about coming down south, but every time I come down south, man, I have like terrible electronics problems. So let's see, some catastrophic camera electronic issues. 2 of my 3 external batteries completely dead, and one of the batteries on one of my cameras dead. So this is actually my hat camera, so the audio may not be so good. So the struggles are real on this trip, part of the gig. In position here, I'm about 10 minutes away from putting my line in. We got to paddle out and get it set up on our spots whenever we wanted to, and we're allowed to start fishing at 8, and it's just about 8. Glitter rockets everywhere. Got my head on a swivel here, being real mindful of the boat traffic so that I can make sure they see me. First spot, they've got some buoys out here that sort of mark one of the secondary river channel where it's going into the main channel. So I'm gonna work these buoys. I'm gonna tie off right on the buoys around some of the swings and the ledges, and sit on each spot for a little bit and move down them and see if I can make something happen. And then depending on how that goes, I'll reassess things at that point. I gotta get lines in the water, peeps. I will say this, I drift a lot, especially in the summertime, you know, keep moving and looking for active fish. Early when the water's really cold, I'll definitely do more anchoring. It's so much more relaxing, not constantly working. The constant working is nice because it keeps you occupied, but sometimes with the wind and stuff, that it can be just like you're constantly, there's no break in it. You don't, you know, get to enjoy your coffee. And I like my coffee. And we're in. He's no giant. He's no giant. The new kayak is officially slimed though. That's good stuff. All right, so the way this tournament works, we're counting 3 fish and we get to weigh 5. So every time we catch one, have to be weighed. We have to call them. They come out here, they weigh the fish. So at 5 fish, we can't call him anymore. So he's so little. But the way the fishing's been the last few days, I think I'm gonna have to count him. All right, well, this is a little better fish, I think. Not a monster, but I think definitely he's going to be bigger than the 2-pound one earlier. Come over here and take a look. Well, at least this one's a blue cat, not a channel cat. Well, he's a little better than the last one. Look at that. Look at the mouth. He is beat up. And look at that hook. Straight through the bottom mouth, the bottom lip. These triple thread hooks, they're sweet. All right. Here we go. What's going to happen here is I'm going to get put in a position where I have to make a tough call about, do I weigh a fish or not? Man, he felt better when he took it down though. Not very big. We get to count 3, and this is number 3. I suppose the smart play is to probably get him on the board. All right, I'm going to talk while I'm paddling, because while I'm paddling into the sun, and it'll be easier for you to see. So the wind has shifted direction today, and which has worked out pretty good. What's happening is the main small tributary river that comes in here and dumps into the main lake, and then there are a couple other smaller ones. They all converge at this big hole right in the main lake that's connected to the main channel. And the way the wind is blowing, it's allowing me to paddle my way along that ledge, keep an eye on it on my sonar, look at the bottom, and I can spot like areas of cover or big rocks or, you know, special looking structure features. And when I spot those points, then I just paddle a little bit up into the wind, drop my anchor, it turns me around, and I can throw my baits off down the ledge to that area. So the wind is at my back when I'm fishing, I'm able to hold position, and it's working pretty good. I think this might be, this I think is one I've I've been looking for. I feel like this one's going to be an upgrade. Oh man, that was a proper takedown. Okay. You may want to. I think that's gonna be all right. Yeah, this is a little better fish. Little better fish. Definitely compared to what I've been getting on here today, he is for sure an upgrade. That feels good right there. Finally get on a fish that knows how to fight. All right, let's get to this. I thought it was a little more wore out. Nope. Come on, give me your mouth. Okay, we're gonna try and not get myself hooked here. That's a pretty solid fish right there. That is definitely an upgrade. Let's get that. Oh. We got a problem. Spencer! Send him over! Pandemonium. Oh yeah, this one's all right too. Well, this will be. Yeah. Okay. And I got myself hooked. Oh, that's no good. No good. Hook's not good. All right, I think. Okay. All right, we gotta make a thing happen here. Let's get this hook out of this one. Come on. Having trouble with the old reception thing here. Damn it. So I got a kind of chaos going on here. It's hard to say. The other one. Struggling here, people. Okay, so I got to deal with this phone nonsense. I'm gonna turn this off before I lose my battery on this. I'm gonna. Okay, this is a pretty good fish. That's a heavy one. All right, so Spencer, just within earshot, so I hollered at him. He's gonna call Steve. Steve's gonna come over, and we're gonna weigh these fish. I'm gonna put him on here. This one. I had some pandemonium. Yeah. I'll give you this one, and then I'll deal with this one after you get this one up. That's a small one.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. Okay.
towing me.
Well, as long as we don't
Yeah,
lose
right, right,
damn fish,
right, right. Priorities.
Yeah. Just go this way with it.
Right. Well, we got them both safely transferred to the boat in the net. They're getting them weighed. That was big fun right there. That was worth coming down for right there. Good stuff. Dang it, Spencer!
I had to move for the glare.
Go ahead. Second place was Spencer Bauer. Spencer had 36.3 pounds.
River Shirt flag!
Don't hold it against him that he's got a Cubs hat on. He can't help it. Easy. And first place with 51.8 pounds. Big fish was 28.4, but it was a double, and the one on the other side was 17.98. So we had both of them at the same time in the kayak. Denny Ransom.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.